Yes, sir.
You know, at the present ITMA age, we have of course some new developments concerning a lead. These developments are with an aim to reduce both the consumption of parts and to reduce the energy consumption. And I think we have made good progress in both areas because, as you know, energy will only go up.
Absolutely.
And the spare part you don't consume, you don't need to buy.
Right.
So we went in this direction, we made really good steps. And then we also show a device which can reduce the twist needed for spinning. That's still in the early stages. Some fine-tuning has to be done. But of course it will be introduced to the market when we see fit. As far as ITMA Asia is concerned, so far we had very good number of visitors from India. Also of course from other places. As a matter of fact, this morning our marketing team made little statistics, and obviously number one visitor, of course, was China naturally, but number two was India.
Oh, great.
And not Bangladesh. Bangladesh was third. And Pakistan also, but number two was India. I want to say more than I expected personally.
Oh, great.
Naturally, here we are with the sales team. Before I came to the ITMA, I spent a week in India. Right before the show started. I spent a week in India. And I must say, the mood of the customers was happy. We all know that fiscal year 2013-14 was a fantastic year for many mills. We know many mills published record profits. And then, I guess the elections with a strong majority in Delhi, there was a lot of confidence, I must say, with our customers. So I am very optimistic for India. Suessen enjoys a very large market share of compact spinning in India, and we will fight as hard as we can to keep it.
How long has Suessen been associated with the Indian market?
I mean, if you go very far back, Suessen probably started being associated in the mid-50s. I personally have been involved for maybe 20 plus years. Coming maybe average 4 times a year to India. So, yes, India and I have been together quite a while.
And how's the growth in the compact spinning? How's the growth in the compact spinning market in India? I mean,
the growth is good. I mean, India has one of a very large share of compact spinning in India. And in actual terms, probably the largest number of spinners, very large anyway. I estimate that total compact in India is, depends which figure you take as total spinnage, somewhere between 20-25% of our spinners in India are compact.
And within that, what would Suessen's share of business be?
70%.
70%. I mean, so you're clearly the market leader in India.
We are market leader. We have sold about 50 lakh spinners, a little bit more. So yes, we are number one. Of course, we are not alone, but we are still number one, and we will defend the pole position if we can.
So, what do you see? What are the factors which would drive growth in India in the future? I mean, because the same level of growth has to happen in the future.
I think one big inhibition to growth in India was simple lack of power. I have talked to mill owners, mostly in Tamil Nadu, they didn't put up a project because there was no power. Without that new project, no growth. So I think power is a very big issue. Other issues I know less about is people complain about the bureaucracy. Then, of course, we have the TUF system, but now it has been reduced for spinning. Let's see what our new government will do in India. But I think an infrastructure is an issue. All of this is improving. So I'm not saying it's not improving, but we still have room for improvement also in India.
And with the improvement of all these challenges, being addressed, you see the demand also getting better.
I think so. You know, see, in India we have a huge population that, you know, let me put it crudely, they would all like to buy a second T-shirt. So I see a lot of growth. You know, we have a growing middle class in India, but we still have to face that a large portion of our population is still dirt poor. And once we start lifting these people out, and the only way to lift them out is through growth. You need work. So if this all, yes, I see a big and growing market for the textile industry. We will not grow further. So we need growth.
That's right.
So yes, I see.
How's business for Suessen globally? How was 2013 and say the first half of 2014?
Well, the year, you know, our fiscal year coincides with the calendar year. 2013 was a good year, not a record year, but a good year. And so far, 2014, first half, or you know, the first 9 months, looks more or less the same. So it's not a record, but I think it will be a good year.
And in terms of new product development and the new technologies that are being developed at Suessen, what is the direction that you're really
see? Of course, the direction they're very simple: power saving, saving of consumables, saving of labor if you can, and of course improvement of the product of the yard, or really the final product. These are these directions we go with.
Absolutely. And I know, I mean, this question I've asked the other global companies as well. It's a bit too early to ask you this question, but what can we expect from Suessen for ITMA 2015 next year?
This is a little bit early to say, sir. But let me say one thing. We should not overrate these exhibitions anymore. In today's age of cheap traveling, you know, I remember in the early days, you would see advertisements. Come see us at ITMA. Look what we have. No way today. You have a product ready to sell, you go to your customers and introduce. So the shows, whether it's ITMA Asia or ITMA, are not these milestones anymore, in my opinion. You go to your customers when you're ready. You don't wait for ITMA.
That's right. But what next at Suessen? I mean, if I can put it that way, what next at Suessen? I mean, what's going to be the next level of products or technologies that?
You know, it's always difficult to say, but we'll reduce energy, we will reduce consumables, and we try to make every arm.
That's it.
That's the direction.
Right. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks for your time.